This show day for me.
Guide the financial freedom and correcting your status in the system. Midwest EDU focuses on educating individuals about practical steps like managing debt, building savings, and investing strategically. Key principles include financial jewels like trusts, bonds, and legal instruments to protect and grow assets. Correcting your status in the system. This involves reclaiming your legal and financial identity within governmental and financial systems. Understanding your legal status, correct legal documents like birth certificates and social security to align with your preferred status. Attend workshops, read relevant materials, and network with like-minded individuals. Assess your current standing, understand your debt, credit status, and legal documentation. Take action. Start correcting your status through affidavits, trust formations, or applications while building a financial foundation. Plan for long-term freedom, focus on investments, business ventures, and creating generational wealth. Midwest EDU's approach empowers individuals to break free from financial and legal constraints, ensuring they live a life aligned with their goals and values. Trap so groove.
Greedy grubbers where the flavor pop. Pull up hungry, we don't never stop. Oxtails dripping, ribs on lock. Pasta, fish, got the whole block hot. We feeding kings, queens, and the hustlers. If you know, then you know. It's Greedy Grubbers. Step in the spot, smell the soul in the air. Oxtails falling off the bone, don't stare. Fries seasoned up, pasta creamy and rich. Chicken so juicy, it'll make you switch. Got burgers stacked like a money phone. Hot dogs loaded like you ain't alone. Fish fried crisp, yeah, we cooking it right. Midwest in the kitchen, it's a feast tonight. Greedy Grubbers where the flavor pop. Pull up hungry, we don't never stop. Oxtails dripping, ribs on lock. Block hot. We feed the kings, queens, and the hustlers. If you know, then you know. It's Greedy Grubbers.
Nachos loaded, love in the pan. Midwest chef got the master plan. Greedy Grubbers ain't just a name, it's a whole vibe. It's a food hall of fame.
Greedy Grubbers where the flavor pop. Yeah, Greedy Grubbers, we the neighborhood stop. Pull up. Grubbers from the south to the top. Greedy Grub, we got the game on lock. You switch, got burgers stacked like a money phone. Hot dogs loaded like you ain't alone. Fish fried crisp, yeah, we cooking it right. Midwest in the kitchen, it's a feast tonight. Lurk, nachos loaded, love in the pan. Midwest chef got the master plan. Greedy grubbers ain't just a name.
What it do, what it do, what it do? Midwest in the building on mamas. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Peace to the gods, goddesses, kings, queens, whatever you call yourself. I do this because I want to. You do this because you want to. And with that being said, all my rights are reserved. Oh yeah, I know my rights. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Tim Fair, what it do? What it do? What it do? Luke, Chip, KV, what's the word? On mamas, they boxes here, but you know how it be. They may be here, it may not be here, so y'all be on y'all best behavior. On mamas out there. Yes, it's Monday. Thank the Most High. It's another fun day. It's Monday. On mamas, get something done. The mailman run. Yes, Lord. Bars. What it do? Said straight up. Oh, mama, straight up. If you got something cooking, don't put something else on the stove. Oh, mamas, if something already started cooking for you, put something else on the stove. Don't sit around and wait on that. Get something else going. By the time everything starts falling in, you got it coming from everywhere. Yes, Lord. Oh, mamas, just like that. Just like that. Y'all need status correction, IDs, foundations, hit me up. mbteammidwest@gmail.com, mbteammidwest@gmail.com. We got a workshop coming up on the 30th. Secure your seat. It's $1,000 for the workshop. BOE workshop. Secure your seat. Don't miss out. Y'all done missed out on a lot of things. I wouldn't miss out on this. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't miss out on the money. Everybody looking for the money? We there. And I ain't missing out. Could y'all please share this video with everybody y'all know? You know, just share the video. It's highly appreciated. Mamas. Yes, Lord. That's all I ask. Share the video. They finally telling me I'm live. What? Oh, for sure. Yes, Lord. Y'all know the store already open. Y'all already know that, though. Greedy Grubbers West is wide open. Oh, moms. Already been taking orders. Service in the community. Already. Make sure y'all smash that like button. And make sure y'all secure y'all seat. What it do? What it do? What it do? Sweating out on my phones. What it do? It's a lot I want to say, and it's a lot of shit that I can't say, but the shit I want to say, I guess I could just say that. Get y'all ass in this workshop. And if you missed the bond redemption class, you need to be trying to reach out, especially if you got a bond, a private issue sitting at the Treasury, and you're trying to understand the situation with what you need to do, hit us up. Hit me up. The email going right across the bottom, mbteammidwest@gmail.com. Hit me up. Don't be afraid. You know, get yourself where you need to be at. Get yourself where you need to be at. Because there's a lot of good things going on out here. A lot of stuff that's happened is happening in your favor. Maybe you just don't understand it at the moment. But if you stay focused and get somewhere where the people do understand what's going on, maybe you guys can y'all will get it. That's why y'all need to be in the Telegram. Find yourself to the Telegram. It's $200 to get in the Telegram. Get a KV Telegram. And I'm quite sure that that'll be the best $200 that you ever invested. at least if you can't make classes and workshops, you in the Telegram to at least know what the fuck is going on. So now you had the opportunity, to go out and do whatever you need to do, to get your donation together so you could be at the next workshop. Or so you can get your donation in for the one you missed. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, you get in the Telegram, you're gonna come back and get in a workshop or whatever class that we have, because you're gonna get the correct information. Here we come. You're gonna get the correct information. That's why I wanted to get that Ring doorbell. What she need? Yeah, I told you, Greedy Brothers. That's why I'm gonna get that bell for that. I'm gonna put it right there by that window. That can just hit that bell. Because we be in here working and cleaning up and stuff, and getting food together, and we can't always just be standing at the window. You know what I'm saying? So I have to put some shit in place. And then once they walk up, they ain't even really got to ring it. It's gonna alert my phone. And then I know somebody out there. Because Nina is tripping. Nina on timeout right now. Nina be doing too much. Like a motherfucker. Nina be doing too much. So make sure y'all make the workshop or get in that Telegram. All I can say is do what works for you. Okay? Make you do anything. I can suggest you do what works for you. I think the workshop, the workshop, yes, is beneficial for everybody. I think if you were to Telegram and we'd be in there 4 or 5 times out the week, maybe even more. It all depends on what happened, what comes back from what we have sent out. Then we go back in and see, hey, did y'all do this? Did y'all do that? Because this what just came back. Woo. You see what I'm saying? So we be in Telegram a lot of time, more time than a little. You see what I'm saying? So that's beneficial because you can get questions asked and you can get answers to your questions. Yo. You see what I'm saying? That's why I like the Telegram, because I get to hear the people ask the questions that's on their chest. The things that they're curious about. It may not have anything to do with what we're doing, neither. But it's just a question that they have. And they want to ask, they want to ask that question. So that's the place where you get to ask all your questions and stuff. And get the understanding of what we're doing and the direction that we're going. Because it's a direction. You see what I'm saying? It's just not things all over the place. It's none of that. It's components that's completed to get a great understanding of what's going on and the value that it possesses. It actually, show you who you really are. And everybody in there, we see them in, in a greatest form. Like, we don't look at no one like we don't belittle anyone. Everybody there, we see y'all in y'all greatest. And I hope that's how you see me when you see me in my greatest. Straight up. Because I don't see nothing more, and I don't wish nothing less. Straight up. I want to see everybody in their greatest. Straight up. That's how it is. Shipper, King, Salute, me, whoever else that's out here that's trying to do the things the right way. And stand in honor with their people. Because the slick shit is what got a lot of people separated out here and can't be trusted, and then the instructors don't want to be around them. And then that's some of the same people that need this information. And now you can't be around the instructor. How you gonna get the information? Now you gotta find somebody and try to talk to the motherfucker to go get the information, bring it back to y'all. And you're not gonna get what he's giving because they don't understand. They don't understand it like he knows, because it's nothing that he's researching.
Man, Midwest, that makes so much sense what you're saying. And it's true, because you and King V You guys have had, I want to say, you haven't been making time for the lesser versions of us. You know what I mean? It's like there's no time to play around with
Excuses.
with the lesser versions of us.
Absolutely.
And it's like, if you play around, and you pussyfoot with pleasantries and whatever, that takes a lot of time. And in this case, there really wasn't time, and really there never is, because the more time you give nonsense, the more time nonsense will take, and that just goes on and on. And so that's why I'm always going to respect and appreciate the just the exactness of what we have come through, the exactness of what we experienced. It is because really there really was no time. There was no time for the nonsense. I've entertained a lot of nonsense in my life because there was really, there was nothing really better going on, I guess. I don't know. But when you find something that really holds its own weight in value, then yeah, you really don't want to waste time entertaining nonsense. You want to focus, and you want to change. Like I want to become the version of me that makes the most of this time, that makes the most of this opportunity. That's the version of me that I want to cultivate right now. Okay, and I'll say, I'll just be transparent with y'all. It's like I've seen a lot of my own nonsense. I've seen a lot of my own immaturity. I've seen a lot of my own like unrefined and uncultivated parts that I wish I had developed to meet this opportunity stronger. But it is what it is. I just I'm moving on from where I'm at. But I think that what I've seen Midwest, what I've seen King, what I've seen the collective of all of us do is call upon the greatest of ourselves and each other. And it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and applied to the most beautiful information I've ever come across. And it's wonderful. So it's a match made in heaven.
Go ahead, Ship. I'm talking to Mimi.
Oh, don't give me the mic, Midwest. No, but it's true. It's true. It's it does. I haven't come across, I've only entertained situations that I felt like, were beyond where I was. You know what I mean? So it's like if the circumstance was further along than I was, then I would entertain it. But this is more than that. This was not just beyond where I was. This was rooted and grounded in where I was trying to be. Where I was trying to operate from moving forward. This is like beyond the finish line. This is the foundation of this is built beyond the finish line of what I was trying to complete. And I don't have words to describe it, but everyone who's experienced it knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's the end of trying and the beginning of doing what it is that you were hoping, that you were trying to do. You know, there's trying and there's doing. Well, this is the beginning of doing, the end of trying. And you know, and I've never ever felt more empowered from knowledge. Never felt more empowered from a clear understanding of the thing, a clearer understanding of the things that I've been looking into. You know, talking about commerce, trust, jurisdiction, negotiable instruments, all of these things, all of these words that because I had, you know, like a cursory understanding of, felt like, well, I think I understand it as much as I could, you know, as much as was being shown. You know, I felt like, okay, well, I'm familiar, and that was as far as I could really go. And I wasn't getting, you know, anywhere close to the type of movement that I wanted. But it's like now I feel empowered to a place where I have a broad enough understanding, a broad enough understanding to where I could actually do something and actually continue to learn with direction instead of just kind of, hacking my way through the jungle with a machete. Okay, that's hard. Okay, that's hard. And I just got used to it. Been doing it for a good number of years. Okay, more hours than a full-time job. Okay, more than 40 hours a week. Okay, talking at least 80 hours a week of chopping through the jungle with the machete. Okay, it's hard and it's irritating. But to find a path that's trodden, I would even say paved, that's a lot better. Okay, and I feel like I would do, what I had to do in terms of, plugging away, but I'd rather, but if there's a way that's already established, well-trodden, compliant, I'm going to take that way, because I don't got time for this. I don't have time for messing around. I don't have time to goof around and just hope this works. It's that's a hard road, and that's why I had a hard time sharing it with the people that I care about, because it just seems so complicated, so difficult. And though I felt like I was understanding it, there was no explaining it. Okay, but this is stuff I could actually share confidently with family, and I have. And they get what I'm saying, and they're making moves. So I can't be happier. I'm bouncing off the walls. The ones that I have wanted to share this type of stuff with most, I'm sharing it with them now, and they're getting it. And I'm hoping that they will become, my greatest accountability, because of the time that I spend and the obligations that I have to them. And, and that's how I want to move. I want to move forward with with this community that we have, and then move forward with the community that we're building, our families, my family. And, I just have I'm telling you, I'm feeling amazing, and I hope you are too. Yeah, I went on and on there for a little bit, Midwest.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's true. This situation, this it calling upon the best of me, is that's okay, and that's good. That's a good thing. That's all we want from ourselves is our very best. And that's all we want from each other, really, is our very best. So why not?
Absolutely. Why not? On promise. Yes, Lord. Y'all got a good job. Good job. Straight up. This BOE situation, I think it's going to be one of the best ones as well. Like you liked it that last one, Ship, right? I think you did the one before the was it the Bun Redemption or the one before that?
Well, it was I kept on saying, like, the last class, I was like, oh, I think that was my favorite class. And then the class before that, I was like, oh no, that was my favorite class. And so it just keeps on getting more and more functional, more and more applicable every single time, because everything is building on the last thing. These are not random things. Everything is connected to the very beginning. We're talking about assignments and claims. Everything goes back to the beginning, and it structures out, and it's like and there was game enders in each and every single one. But it's like, honestly, that's what I felt. I felt like the last class was the best class, but because of the preview that we had, I'm like, oh shoot, this next class is going to be my best class. Like, this next class is going to be my favorite class. Man, BOEs. I mean, but with the framework of thinking of it, with this framework that was explained, carefully, understanding it now like this for the first time. I've heard of BOEs from the beginning. That was one of the first things I heard was BOE. And I felt like I felt like my knowledge was growing. But this last couple of weeks, there's just there's it's like I feel like the dots that were not connected before are connected now. And then so now once we in this class, I can clearly see why it's going to be my favorite class.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so that's not the last. Okay. Yes, Lord. Man, what a day, what a day.
What a day. What a time. What an age.
Absolutely. Like I be wanting people to come up in the Telegram and speak and say something. You know,
Yeah.
um, it's crazy. I be wanting the world to know, like it can be done. You just have to have the right things in the right places. And not to say that we're the only ones that know, but if you're not around somebody that know, you need to get around somebody that know. And it don't necessarily have to be us. I'm just saying, get there straight up, because there's no other time like now.
Yeah. Yeah. And but but West though, I mean, I'm pretty partial. I'm pretty partial because yeah, I agree. I agree. If you don't, if you didn't find it here, get it from somewhere. But the thing is that I'm partial because I see it here clearly. I haven't seen it anywhere else. So so if you're just talking to, just saying this out here like this, I'm not, I don't want people to take chances. I don't want anybody to take chances. There's no reason. There's no reason to take chances and hope that somebody has some, it's like, going to a Reebok store and hoping to find Nikes. It's like, I don't know, maybe there are some Nikes there, but why don't you go to the Nike store? You know that there are Nikes there.
Absolutely.
You know that there is. It's like, don't go to, if you like Nikes, you'll love Spikies. You know what I mean? It's like, maybe not. Don't take chances.
Right.
It's like, respect your time, respect your energy, and don't take any chances. Do it, you do it right the first time, you do it once. If you do it wrong, then you have to do it over and over and over and over. I'd rather do it right the first time. Do it right, do it once. And that's my encouragement. But truth be told, Midwest, like you said, if you don't do it here, then do it somewhere, because now is the time. That is true. That is absolutely true. I just hope that folk don't waste their time.
Streaming live on Telegram as well on Mama. So make sure, hey, I don't know, if you in that Telegram, maybe you can be over there and participate on that end on Mamas. But for the most part, don't miss the workshop. Don't miss the workshop. See, that's why they don't show a lot of people coming in and out, because they say secure your seat workshop $1,000. Telegram is 200. Get in the Telegram. See what I'm saying? Get in the Telegram. It's a lot of jewels gets dropped over there. Shipper, my witness. A lot of jewels. That's what lead up to the workshops. Because then we got to go with give them this and give them that, and make sure the understanding is clear. You know what I'm saying? So it's all panning out. Like I said, supper will be ready at the same time. We'll be able to set the table, get ready to eat in a minute. Straight up. You know, the big parts, like I told y'all, we put on all the hard stuff first. Yeah, that shit over with. Now we cooking the side dishes. The side dishes is getting completed. Yes, Lord. Shit like this and shit like that. You know, I don't know what you're working on, but you need to be working on some stuff that's gonna actually benefit you and put you in a situation where you can help your people help themselves. And when I say your people, your family. We're not worried about people on YouTube, groups, none of that shit. Because I'm not a part of none of that. I'm not. I'm not a part of no groups. It's a collective of people seeking the same type of information I'm seeking. And that's who I be around. I be around people. I don't be in groups. So I don't get to hear, and I don't want to hear all the bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Something that sounds good to make me spend my money with people. I've been doing that for too long. I have. I've been doing it for too long. So, in my mind, in my terms, in my conditions, if you ain't did it and you can't show me you have done it, then I ain't doing it. Point blank. Because I'm not a guinea pig. If that's the case, I can go out and research it to find it myself and try it on my own. Versus pay for something from someone and still have to fuck around and go find the shit on my own. So yeah, I learned from that. Like a motherfucker. Yes. So with that being said, I'm not here to bore you. I'm not here to be here all day. I got inventory to take care of real fast to make sure that I got everything I need for the week. Because normally I go to the stores on Wednesdays and get all my shit. So Monday is the day I go through all my stuff and check the list. Because I'm tired of just going off the brain that cause conflict. So you got to have it written down somewhere. So you can go down the list. Okay, this, I got that, I got that, I got this. Okay, you know, I got to make sure we stocked up. And then we sell all that shit until everything is damn near gone. And then we stock back up again. I just don't go stock, restock. No, you overflowed and just, you know, we want to make sure everything gets sold around this motherfucker so it won't nothing be outdated. You see what I'm saying? So we have nothing that's outdated. Everything is lined up the way it's supposed to be. And we know all the food is fresh. So we good. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Reedy Rubbers West. I'm Mamas. Yes, Lord. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna get up out of here because I got things to do. I got a couple runs to make before my girl hit it. Matter of fact, I can't go nowhere until she gets back. We one vehicle shorty right now, but it's all good. It won't be like that forever. You know what I'm saying? It's the way the Most High wanted it to be at this moment. But when they deliver that boy, that thing, I'm gonna do a YouTube short and show y'all that thing that they delivering. Yes, Lord. Oh, mamas. I'm gonna show y'all that thing that they delivering. Yes, Lord. And then I'll be back. Then I'll be back to myself. A couple more little shits I gotta do, but for the most part, that's minor. It don't conflict with my shit being dropped off. Is there some shit I want to do that I got sitting over there that I want to put in there when they drop it off? So yeah, but it's all good. Like candy, candy, candy. Like mamas, just like candy. I mean, to each his own. You know, you like what you like. I like what I like. You get what you get, I get what I get. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between people who got it and don't have any worries. They can get what they want when they want it. Or if they don't want it, they don't have to get it because they're not in competition with nobody. You see what I'm saying? We're not in competition with each other. We're not competing to see who can do this or who got the best this or who got the best that. Not at all. We competing to get to the top. So we're not competing against each other. We're competing against ourselves to see, do we have it in us to finish where we started. That's it. That's it. We don't compete with the people that we're trying to help. It don't even make sense. Like, how can we compete with somebody that we're helping when we already know how it goes? Just make it make sense. So it's not about competition. It's not about who knows this or dick measuring, who can pitch the furthest or the longest. It just don't have anything to do with that. You see what I'm saying? We want to see you in the best version of yourself because that's how we see you anyway. So if we can help you get there the way we see you, why not help you? Because we already see you like that anyway. You see what I'm saying? We already see you like that. We not belittling no one. We don't look at you because we know something you don't. We don't look at you like you goofy or you dumb, you stupid, you retarded. No, because shit, nigga, I had to learn this shit too. So if a motherfucker looked at you like that, then that's how they looked at me. And I don't think people looking at people that they're trying to help like that. You know, that's why they're trying to help. Because we understand that it is people out there that say they're trying to help, but they look down on people because they know certain things that we don't know, so they think they can get over on you. And then you feel like they know something, then whatever they're saying, you feel like it's accurate because you think they know. And the whole time you getting some bullshit and they draining your bank account. And then they telling everybody that they did this and they did that. And if you do this and if you do that, then you'll be like this. But that's bullshit because you've been doing it for how long? 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years? My mentor been around, he said about 40, 50 years doing this shit. So, you know, it's been a lot of bullshit out there, is what I'm saying. A lot of bullshit. So when you get the real shit, it's hard to just put it out here for people to just get it and bootleg it and do what they want to do with it. That's why you be in the telegrams getting it. That's why you be in the workshops getting it. That's why I said, if you can't make the workshops, get in the telegram. Straight up, get in the telegram. You don't know what blessing the Most High have for you in that telegram. Straight up. And with that being said, peace and love to all y'all. God bless y'all. I hope to see y'all in this workshop coming up on the 30th. Get your seat secured. Like I said, I don't want 40, 50 motherfuckers in there. I'll take 10, 15 people. I'll take 2 people. I'll take one serious motherfucker that's serious and ready to go. That's ready to go. I'll take that one motherfucker that's ready to go. Straight up. Versus a whole bunch of motherfuckers just in here just to be knuckleheads. Or to try to prove something wrong. Because you can't prove the truth wrong when the truth is right here in your fucking face. And this is what it is. God bless y'all. Enjoy y'all Monday. Get something done. Like I said, get something done. Don't wait on nobody to do it for you. Get something done. That's what we do. See, we stop letting people depend on us to do their work and start putting it on them to get it done. And then shit changed. The tables turn. Now the people are accountable. We can't point fingers at me. Can't point fingers at King. Can't point fingers at nobody but themselves because it's in their hand. The ball is in their hand. Fuck their court. It's in their hand. And all they got to do is what they want to do with it. Whatever they want to do with it, that's all they have to do. And it's been proven. And it's still being proven to this day. Come to the Telegram to hear all of the testimonies and get to see the people just playing with 6 and 7 figures. Come back there and hang out with some millionaires and see how it feels to be around people that's not going to judge you because you're not a millionaire yet, but want to see you become one. Absolutely. because it get bigger than a million. But that's what I'm just saying. That's what's going on. You're making millionaires and billionaires out of people, showing them how to access the things that they have already done and have sitting at the present, showing them what need to be done, putting them in a position to wear the hat that need to be done to get this stuff completed. What you completed everything. That's why I'm sitting here with shit like this, going to banks, get it done. Because I know who I am, I know where I stand, I know what seat I'm in now. I was missing a few things. I didn't have everything solidified. And yes, the Secret Service didn't tell me shit. They ain't gonna help you. Ain't no motherfucking entity gonna help you. They're gonna let you figure it out. But then if you fucking up, they're gonna let you know you fucking up. Because they're gonna come get your goof ass. Straight up. So I think the most I wasn't fucking up and misleading people. And I actually was doing it myself. So whatever y'all did that y'all say y'all got from me, I did it myself. There's nothing that I didn't do that you got from me that you did. Because the only reason you did it because I showed you my documents that I have done already. My status correction, my ID, my foundation, the lien against my estate that I got from my mentor. That's why all y'all really got that. Even the people that was talking shit about the silver. If you put silver in that Fidelity trade account, I bet you thanking me to this day. Straight up. Even if you just put a couple ounces in that motherfucker, he thanking me to this day. Because I'm telling you, it's way more than it was when we got it. I was getting mine at like $14 to $21 an hour. That shit at like $37 an ounce right now. So look how far that shit did jump. And if you submitted that shit to Fidelity Trade, you got a nice account. Your account look nice, especially if you submitted, because I know some people that submitted it, a nice little amount. Straight up. What's going on, Black Creek Goddess? It's been a while. That's all right, as long as you're back. The Most High must have known that you need to be in a place to get the grace. Yes, Lord. Oh, mamas, that's what I call it, grace. Because I always tell TV, man, I have to say it again. Since I met this brother, he have helped me getting closer to the Most High. You see what I'm saying? That guides me and leads me down the path. You see what I'm saying? That's what I told him. Like, okay, it's not the information. Information is great. It's wonderful. But it was something else with me. Because, it was me with, you have to see it to believe it. And I believe that. And if I couldn't see it, it was hard for me to believe it. Because I was seeing everything I was doing because I felt like what I was doing was absolutely correct. Because that's what I was told. You see what I'm saying? So I went off somebody else's word. But they never told me that I was finished. They just said I was correct with what I had. You see what I'm saying? So so I kind of like lightened up a little bit and was thinking like things just gonna start flowing through the bell to me and stuff like that. Hell no. You gotta get out here and finish what you start. Yeah, that was right. Now what you gonna do? That part of the situation was correct. Now what you gonna do? You got to finish it. You got to get the rest of the components and put this shit together. And that's what the Most High said, King be around the corner with the other components. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't to come to kick dirty off the live, talking about the press. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about getting rid of Money Boy or none of that shit. Them niggas left because they wanted to. Because this platform always been for motherfuckers that had information for the people. So them motherfuckers left because they wanted to. You see what I'm saying? Tim H, that pussy ass nigga left because he wanted to. I'm gonna call him a pussy to the day. Tim H gonna always be a pussy in my book. Okay? Straight up. Niggas left because they want to. They grown men, they adults. I can't do nothing to another man to make him bad or nothing like that that I don't even really know. You see what I'm saying? I can't piss nobody else off that I really don't know because how can I let a motherfucker that I really don't know even press a button to even get me pissed off? It don't even make sense. A motherfucker that I met over the internet? Are you serious? Niggas leave because they want to. Because sometimes shit ain't beneficial for them as it is the next person. So motherfucker got to find their lane. And I'm not never mad at no nigga at all. I don't got no animosity with no nigga or none of that shit, you know. But people have the right to do what they want to do. They can leave. But it don't mean that just because somebody came with facts about the end game that you have to stop your cracks and we couldn't go live on your channel and bring in your crowd and y'all do whatever y'all do it on your ear. Like it was all out there. Like if we here to help the people, then why we couldn't go live on this channel and that channel? See what I'm saying? It ain't like that was never brought up. You see what I'm saying? Like people have things that they want to do themselves, so they do what they want to do. You know, I don't stop nobody from doing what they want to do. If they feel like that's what they need to do, assalamu alaikum. Straight up. I don't, because I'm not here to hold or force nobody to, you know, to do anything. Straight up. I'm here to help motherfuckers like I started, and that was that, and that's it. So if people leave because they had their reasons or they got conflict with another motherfucker that they scared to speak up or say whatever they feel, that's on them. It just goes to show me that they really wasn't, you know, who they say they were. Because if you could say it to one motherfucker, you could say it to anybody that you feel like you got a conflict with. It don't like I could talk to this nigga that way, but I can't talk to him that way. Nah, nigga. Nah, it don't work like that. Not with me. If I got issues, we gonna settle this shit or we just gonna leave each other alone. But you're gonna know we got an issue. I'm not just gonna disappear and then I'm gonna assume that this is what it is. No, I'm gonna let it be known, like nigga, this is what it is. I'm good. I don't fuck with that type of shit. I'm good. Hey, I ain't mad at nobody. I just don't do that. And I'm up. Just like that. At least I let it be known. I don't just dip off. Motherfuckers think they doing this shit. Ain't nobody thinking they doing nothing because we helping motherfuckers. All we doing is helping. What we set out to do. What we set out to do. Now whoever's here to bamboozle, trick, scheme, scam, yeah, maybe we ruffled some feathers on that. They couldn't do what they wanted to do on that shit because the truth was here. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm just gonna tell you the truth. If somebody got the truth, that they can show you proof, who you think they gonna believe? A motherfucker just talking, or the motherfucker that got evidence? I just want to know who y'all think they gonna believe? They just talking, or a person that got physical evidence of what they talking about? You see what I'm saying? So yes, that's how I go. If you can't prove what you're saying to the people, yeah, it's gonna be a long day for you. Because it ain't even the people that's on the panel, it's the people in the comments that's gonna get on your ass because they're gonna tell you that that's bullshit. And we can go around to anybody live that's live telling bullshit and watch the comments. Go find some old videos where motherfuckers was lying and bullshit and check the comments. And the people gonna let you know. Not the content creator. The comment section gonna let you know. So when you got truth, it's gonna always outshine the lie. It's gonna always overshine bullshit. It's gonna always elevate. It's gonna always move at a higher frequency than bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And then people gonna feel that. They gonna feel that frequency. those that can relate. And the niggas that just got stepped on, they like, damn, dirty motherfuckers. But who were you trying to hurt? Who were you trying to trick? And why? What is your benefit of tricking and lying to people about certain things? I never got that. What do we benefit out of that? Because the first thing I know for sure, YouTube motherfuckers gonna call the police and give them your YouTube channel and tell them this the motherfucker right here that told me to do that shit. That's why a lot of niggas was deleting their channels and shit. Because the people be having the last say so. Because somebody went down to one of the county courthouses and tried to record some shit. They put the platinum bracelets on the people. And them people came back when they got out of jail and said, you know what? That motherfucker right there told me to do it. Give me a link, give them the video that they got the information from and everything. And then they come to holler at you. And then you be looking like, damn, what the fuck? Never know who told on you because you didn't give a fuck about who you was lied to when you was giving them that fake information. So you think a motherfucker give a fuck about telling on you because they didn't got in trouble and you gave them that shit? Hell to the no. That's why when motherfucker said they was calling the FBI on me and shit, I was just calm, cool, and collective. I've been here ever since. Been here ever since. Because I know I haven't gave nobody nothing that I haven't done. You see what I'm saying? So if they gonna lock me up for some shit, it's gonna be some shit that I have done. Not nothing nobody else did. They gotta lock me up for the shit I done, which was whatever I done. Nothing. Because I don't got pistols and contracts with nobody making them do shit. Get no pistol to your head. I ain't got no contract with you saying you got to do this or you got to do that to be a part of this. I don't have a contract with no one saying anything to that nature. Everybody do it because they want to, and I did it because I wanted to. Remember? Yeah. Then I even got niggas saying that shit in their slogans and shit now. Because that's what I do. Trendsetter. I set trends for motherfuckers to follow. Straight up. That's what I do. I bring real people around to help people. And we have success. There's a lot of success stories back here in this Telegram. That's why I said if you can't afford the workshop, get in the Telegram. Listen to the testimonies. Hear what these people are saying that they have done to get where they get what they have at these moments. 6-7 figure people that didn't have anything yesterday. But today you can't tell them shit. Nina, get off of that cord. Bye. Straight up. Can't tell them nothing because they know, they understand, and their bank accounts is proven. It's proven. And they didn't throw no class, they didn't throw no workshop, and they don't have no Telegram groups. So that you can't say they got the money from a workshop. You can't say they got the money from their Telegram people. Yeah, these people is not YouTubers. These people is not content creators. Not at all. That's why I say get in the Telegram. You'll hear the success stories. This is millionaires back there. Man. We got a millionaire club back there. On mama. And then if you can make it over to the diplomatic section, oh man, let me shut up. Man, we got sections. We something like a club around this motherfucker. We got sections. We got sections. For this, sex for that, sex for this, sex for that. Sections. How many bottles you want in your section? On God. Straight up. How many bottles you want in your section? Like for real. It's real, true millionaires back here. People who is doing it, living it, can show you the facts of life. I'm starting to get the facts of life and all the name of these older TV shows that we grew up off of. You know what I'm saying? I'm live on YouTube. I'm going to call you as soon as I'm done. That was my sister. Straight up. Growing Pains. All the weird shows. Just name them. Different Strokes. Name them. You got the Y'all just start thinking like, man, everything we doing, man, the remembrance start coming back for who you are, where you from. You ain't never been slaving and doing no bullshit. I'm finna give y'all the game on this picking cotton shit, right? I'm finna give y'all the game on this picking cotton shit. In the South, right? You could pick cotton, peaches, oranges, pears, or whatever, right? So they take the concept of if you get paid to pick cotton and those were the only jobs, then what you think black motherfuckers was doing? Picking cotton. They're working, right? They're getting paid to pick cotton. So they take the narrative of those pictures to tell y'all that these motherfuckers slaves and they working for the white man. Well, shit, every time you go to work today and you clock in at somebody's job, who the fuck you working for? The motherfucking white man. Are you being slave? Modern day slavery, right? You see how they fucked your head up? Because you can go down south right now and go to the peach orchard and get paid to pick peaches off trees for so many hours. And how many crates you fill up, they pay you by the crate. Right now, today. Right now, today. The same shit they was doing back in the day. That's how they was getting paid to feed the motherfucking kids that they had at home. They was working at the cotton fields and the peach orchards and the orange orchards and shit. And they flipped the script on you goofy motherfuckers and y'all don't even understand the real deal. How else the motherfucker was going to work? And what else work was it for them back in the day other than picking cotton and peaches and oranges and shit? Because it wasn't nothing but fruit and shit for them to pick. And working on farms and shit. Y'all, yeah, they worked on a white man farm. And that motherfucker paid them. Just like you go to that white man factory and work that assembly line and stack them motherfucking boxes with that product. Yeah. Now they flip the narrative on the next generation and tell them that you motherfuckers were slaves. And then that's the narrative that they feed them. And now they thinking that going to a motherfucking factory, standing at a line, waiting on a piece of equipment to come down and put it in the box of slavery. How else was you supposed to feed your fucking family if you wasn't in the fields working? And then y'all fell for that goofy ass shit. Get the fuck out of here. No motherfucking slaves. Niggas slaves to work to feed the fucking family. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, they did. They slaved to work to feed the motherfucking family. What motherfuckers doing right now, working 2 and 3 jobs, slaving, because the price of the dollar ain't shit. Okay? And they working for wooden fucking nickels back in the day. So of course they out there slaving in the fucking sun for 16, 17 hours getting paid. Wooden nickels ain't shit to feed the fucking family. Just like y'all getting paid peanuts off a fucking dollar right now, working 2 or 3 jobs to feed the family. Y'all tripping. Y'all ain't been so through that shit. How many niggas you think right now today finna let a motherfucker come to their crib and tell them that they gotta get out the crib and leave their kids and their girl right here? How many black motherfucking niggas you know finna leave their crib and go with another motherfucker and leave their family behind without even a scratch? Get the fuck out of here. If you ain't gonna tolerate it and it's in your blood, you think they tolerated that shit? It's in their blood too, nigga. It's in their blood too. That's what slavery is employment. So yeah, they did work the fields. Absolutely. That's how they fed our dumb ass. And then that's how they fed our mamas and grandmamas, because their parents had to work the fields. They worked. And the ones that didn't work, they had their own shit. What the white man them come do? Come tear it down, burn it down. So that you have to work for him after they taught the man the flow. Stop playing. Nigga. You are who you are. Just know who you are. And that's all that matters. You are who you are. And people slaving right now today. So you can just say, well, shit, motherfuckers still in slavery. That's because everybody had to work to feed their motherfucking kids. So yeah, we were in slavery just like today. Employment is slavery. Then every motherfucker that go punch a clock is a slave. For the time that they go work in the field. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? Them motherfuckers went in the field all day and all night. They was in the field for the hours that they worked, and then they went to the crib. Then they came back, they worked at the field, because that's what the motherfucking plant they worked at. They worked at the Williams plant. These motherfuckers worked at the Jones plant. These motherfuckers worked at the Smith plant. Just like out here, these motherfuckers working at the Ford plant. Niggas working at the Chevrolet plant. They ain't no motherfucking difference. Ain't no motherfucking difference. Ain't no difference. So you can say, oh yeah, he owned them and they own them. Yeah, well, Chevrolet own y'all and Ford own y'all and Chrysler own y'all. And you motherfuckers like same difference. McDonald's own y'all. KFC own y'all. Burger King own y'all. Like whoever you work for own your ass. You absolutely right. While you at that job, because then you fuck up, they gonna tell you get the fuck up out of there. And if you do okay, they give your ass a little raise, make you feel good, like they did in the fields. You fucked up, get your ass home. You a fucking liability. I ain't got time for Pigeon George to be fucking around. So go fast out of here. We'll put Kunta right here. He gonna get that shit right. He cleaning up over there. You give him a raise. He gonna come over here and clean up over here. Same shit, different time. Same shit, different time. Same shit, different time. And my brothers that was in the north did the same shit. They worked for different factories making car parts and alcohol and all types of shit. Everybody was slaves because we had to go to work. Employment is slavery, absolutely. You're right, we were slaves because the nigga had to go to work. That's it. Like you telling me all these motherfuckers were slaves, but they got all these healthy ass kids. Who feed the kids? I'll wait. Who's feeding the kids? I'll wait. Who was feeding the kids? I'll wait. They were so much a slave. Who was feeding your grandma now? They children. You know, the great grandma now that was supposed to be slaves. Who was feeding their children? If they were slaves, and you know, who was feeding their kids? Which is your grandma and great grandma today? Who was feeding them? Fuck up out of here, man. Y'all better wake the fuck up and realize that shit ain't nothing but a motherfucking story that you fell for, and you just start seeing through bullshit. Because they don't want hell. You finna let nobody do nothing. These niggas fight the police. They will die before they go to jail. Niggas run from the police. How you think you gonna let a nigga just come take your family from you? Yeah, right. Get the fuck up out of here, man. And them niggas got guns. Back in the day, they had them pussy ass guns and shit, man. You gotta think about that shit. He said $1 is a wooden nickel for the plantation of America. Absolutely. So if the dollar was a wooden nickel, of course mom them was out there all motherfucking day picking cotton. Because that's what the cotton don't make you itch like the peach fur. Because I pick peaches. That's how I can tell y'all. Because I put this shit together when I was in Arkansas. I was 18. Nope, I was 19. And we went to the peach orchard every Saturday. I stayed down there for the summer. And we went to the peach orchard and picked peaches. And we had to wear long sleeve button downs and shit because the peach fur make you itch. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of motherfuckers chose the cotton over the peaches and shit, because the cotton didn't make motherfuckers itch, but the peach fur, it made your ass itch. So a lot of motherfuckers chose picking cotton for them wooden nickels. So that's why you see a lot of motherfuckers working in the cotton field. That's why they say they was working in the cotton field. They never said that they was slave to force in the cotton field to work for another motherfucker to get paid, and they don't got nothing. If they didn't get shit, how was they able to feed your mama, your grandma, and your great grandma? How was they able to feed your great grandma and your grandma, if they asked for slaves and everything they was doing, they was giving to somebody else and they didn't have shit. How did your grandma and your great grandma survive all that shit? They had to be born somewhere in between them being slaves, right? So they had to be born while while their parents were slaving, they was born, and then their parents still slaving, and who took care of them? Who took care of them? Who took care of your grandma and your great grandma? Who took care of them? I guess they came out the pussy slaving too, huh? Fuck up out of here, man. Y'all better wake up. So that's what this Telegram do to you. It removes the veil from over your eyes, and you start seeing what it really is. It was all bullshit the whole time. Just like the birthright citizenship. You see how when that shit got passed, it shook up everything. But only motherfuckers it shook up was the motherfuckers that know that they're not supposed to be here up under that status. Because if it's for descendants of slaves, what the fuck everybody coming over here under that for? That ain't nothing new. That's what it was for out the gate. So if that's what it was for out the gate, how can anybody else come over under that status? Run, Chicken George, run. But that's another topic for another day. Y'all have a great Monday. I said this about 5 to 40 minutes ago, but whatever the most I put on me, I'm gonna say it because I'm not afraid to speak the truth. I'm not afraid to speak the truth at all. I'm not afraid to tell it like it is. Motherfuckers ain't here because they don't want to be here. If y'all like somebody, shit, let it be known, nigga. Don't leave. Don't just disappear. We men. Okay, I don't like you neither. And that's that. Okay. And where do we go from here? We don't finish this work because we're not here to be your friend. We're here to get the job done. We're here to help people get what they're trying to get if we can help them. That's only it. So I just had to let that shit be known because that shit been on my mind for a minute. Like, motherfuckers disappeared because for what? When we down to the nitty gritty where now credits and stuff is being processed into accounts and now everybody's disappearing. I thought this is what everybody was here for. Make me think like, why was people really here? If credits and things being processed, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. If I'm in a process where credits and things is going to be issued and processed to account, you think I'm going to move around? I don't give a fuck who I don't like. It could be the motherfucker that's giving the information. I'm here for the information. That's what I paid for. I paid to be here for the information. I didn't pay to be here for a friendship or emotional connection to somebody. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I can walk through any neighborhood. I can relate to any motherfucker because I'm not here to be your motherfucking friend, my nigga. You see what I'm saying? And now for friendship come out of what we do down the line, that's different. But out the gate, I'm here for the information. I'm here for what you here for. I'm not here, let's team up and we the Thundercats and we're gonna take on the world. Hell no, we ain't on that shit. I'm not dying on the cross for you motherfuckers. Hell no. Good looking king for y'all never. I like that. I needed that. Straight up, I'm not getting crucified for y'all because a lot of y'all ain't even willing to stand up for yourself. And you think I'm finna go stand on the front line for you? Hell no. Hell to the no. So, like I said, you do this because you want to, and I do this because I want to. And all my rights are reserved. I always say that. Because I do. I do it because I want to. I want to see the end game. And I have been seeing a lot of beautiful things. I'm in a beautiful place. I'm handling a lot of things. I'm living out of my trust. And it's a beautiful thing. I didn't understand what people were saying about, oh, that's the best way to live, and this and that. I'm saying to myself, you telling us that's the best way to live, but you ain't showing us. Because them motherfuckers didn't know. They just heard about it. Like I heard about it. And they were just trying to tell people like that's what they heard, and they heard that that's the best way to go. and they couldn't tell y'all that they really didn't understand how to set it up to go that way. So they just start selling y'all packets and shit, you know. And then it just became the thing to do on YouTube, sell packets. So everybody just started selling packets, and they forgot about the objective at hand. I never forgot about the objective at hand. It's always been helping, so that's why I'm still here, helping the people. Now, how many motherfuckers come on their line and say they still here to help? Like, I've been here to help, never left. Been through all type of fights, internet fights, and jumped on by 5 or 6 niggas on the internet. Team up, got jumped on by the Moors and all that shit. Good shout out to 50 Cent. And Mama's. Oh, Mama, shout out to 50. He threw him up in the motherfucking BMF series. Yeah, shout out to 50. That shit was crazy, though. But to me, it's like it's gay to ask some recognition, some more recognition. They think that shit really exists like that. But it's cool because it probably did. I don't know. I know I'm not one. But anyway, shout out to the Moors as well. The real Moors. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh, wow. Straight up. Oh, Mama. But yeah. I just like to be in the truth because I don't have to hide nothing. I don't have to fake like I'm something I'm not. I'm not a part of nothing I don't want to be a part of just because people there. I'm not subject to. It's just been a journey for me and my family. And my girl get to see all this shit happen firsthand. She been right here. I've been with my girl 14 years. And man, that's crazy. As long as I've been with her, I've been in this shit. Straight up. As long as I've been in this journey, I've been with my girl. That's crazy. And she gave me the opportunity to get a time to the people that they needed to get this. So a lot of time has been sacrificed in this for y'all to get where y'all at, for me to even get where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? A lot of time has been sacrificed. Like I was going live 3-4 times out the day, every day. Then outside of the live, sitting up on the phones and in the back office, in a Telegram, in a Discord with people. We trying to figure this shit out for hours and hours, neglecting my family, my kids, the dog, the house, the yards. Like I wasn't cutting the grass, none of that shit. I go out like, I was forced to cut the shit type shit. Like you gonna get a citation if this shit ain't cut type shit. I had turned it to a straight focus mode. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So when somebody come to help, it ain't like these people that's getting the help that I'm talking about is not watching right now. Some of them are. And if I was sitting up here saying that he helped somebody get some shit, or these motherfuckers got 6 or 7 figures in their accounts, when you see 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 or 7 comments, they say this nigga lying. They say this nigga lying. That's why I keep telling y'all, check the comments. The comments gonna tell you the truth. Because why would they be sitting up here letting me say they got 6, 7 figures in their account? And they don't. Batty. Trees. Fixing fiction. You know, just a couple off the top. I'm just saying, you get a telegram and you might get to meet them. You might get to shake a hand or something. They might be your next door neighbor. I don't know. But if they're your neighbor, then you know they may can help you. Or at least you'll know you're in the right situation. You know? He said, yes, Lord, no lies told, brother. That's why I'm trying to tell him. We came a long way. Vatty, I remember when Vatty came around, we always talk about the little 25-year-old kid that popped up. And we wish we was 25 when we got this. That's that little motherfucker right there. On mamas. That's him. Right there. He been here for he took a ride. You know, at 25, you like, man, you got me around all these old ass niggas and shit, man. Talk about this bullshit, man. Let me see what OG them out, man. And then, he came in and, he had this little run where we could calm him down for a minute. Did a little, he got a little dark on him for a second. He sat back in the cut, you know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, he was still around. You see what I'm saying? Because though nothing great happened to motherfuckers, overnight. You know, Michael Jordan didn't become a 6-time NBA champion overnight. You see what I'm saying? So he started understanding and realizes that it takes sacrifices to gain what he's trying to accomplish. And when he realized that shit, the light came on. Ding! You know what I'm saying? Ding! Holy shit. Yeah, the brother's gonna bring me, but they ain't gonna hold my motherfucking hand. I gotta do something. Ding! Because they got me here. Out the gate. Straight up. They got me here. Yeah, it's around a whole bunch of motherfucking senior citizens and old heads and goofies, but guess what? You was still here. And guess what? You still here. And I can't say nothing about all them goofies and shit. See what I'm saying? But at 25, I was just saying, like, you ain't got time for you really ain't focused to be around this type of shit at 25. So it takes a strong-minded individual to sit around and grasp what's really going on. Because at 25, I'm chasing tail. I ain't on nothing. I'm at the bar. I ain't got time. I'm smoking blunts, man. I ain't finna go with no motherfucking Telegram. This nigga keep on hitting Telegram and I'm finna walk out the door and shit. Man, fuck that shit. I'm saying me at 25. That's my mentality at 25. That's why it wasn't for me to have this at 25. You see what I'm saying? So I always told Daddy, like, it's something about your ass, boy. And you better understand that it's something about you. Because if it ain't something about you, you ain't gonna be around this shit. Because you ain't gonna be able to entertain it. The shit gonna be like a distortion to you. Because there was some people in here that was trying to entertain it. They was trying hard, but it became combative for them. So that the best thing for them to do was just leave. You see what I'm saying? Because of the conflict of interest. Not a pure heart. It happens all the time. It happens all the time to the best of them who think they're the best. And then they realize that there's always somebody that sits on the highest throne that can take whatever they dish out. But now, can you take what that person on that highest throne dish out to you? Can you take that? In the same sense of giving out what you call yourself giving out and you want them to take, can you take what this person is giving out and you respect that? I don't think they can. So they had to move around. You see the conflict of interest? Yeah. And the Most High move them around nice and easy. He showed him that the only person that you was really hurting was yourself. Because this man ain't learning nothing. He's showing motherfuckers how to do the shit the proper way. He already done the shit. He just showed us when we first got in there. Showed us all type of shit. All type of accounts and shit like this and shit like that. And you can Google motherfuckers' whole name and their life story come up, all type of shit. Niggas don't know this man because they don't even take time to do little shit. You see what I'm saying? He never came in and portrayed nobody he wasn't. He gave everybody the opportunity to go do whatever they wanted to do on him. So what is the issue? What is the conflict of interest of someone that want to help? Who mad? Why is anyone mad that someone come around to help with accurate information that can help people? Because it's not about a spotlight being on nobody. Because this platform has never been about a spotlight. Never been about a spotlight. See, I ain't no viral YouTuber because I always say it on YouTube. I ain't on that. I'm not trying to be viral. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber. You see? And I put that out there in the universe and it don't happen for me. See what I'm saying? This ain't what I'm trying to be. I'm on YouTube. Technically, I was researching and learning, and then once I understood the little things that I understood, I'm trying to help people get the understanding that I had up to the point that I had it, and then we could find the rest together. You know what I'm saying? Because now everybody got a like mind. We all holding the same thing. Now we can move forward and try to figure out the rest of this shit. But it didn't work like that. Everybody else had other agendas. Shit, that shit turned to a motherfucking bootleg city. We had bootleg CDs being sold over here, bootleg status corrections being sold over here, bootleg IDs being sold over here, bootleg trusts being sold over here. I was all type of shit going on, man. I was like, holy shit. And what was crazy, they was still sending motherfuckers to me after they burn motherfuckers, because I started telling people, if you get something from somebody else of mine and you come back to me, you got to pay for the whole shit all over. So they just stopped fucking with them motherfuckers. I killed that shit, remember, right in the bud. That's it. That's all. Have a great Monday. Enjoy yourself. Peace and love. Don't forget to secure y'all seats. I'm telling y'all, it's going down. It's going down. Secure your seat. You gotta have patience, Ratty. I know. I can feel you. I see you. I was you. I was anxious. I'm around my OGs. These niggas know what's going on, nigga. I'm good. OG like, nah, nigga, you ain't good, nigga. Fuck wrong too, nigga. You gotta get this shit between the ears, nigga. Yeah, we got you, but you gotta have yourself too, nigga. On mamas. So know that. Know that. As long as you got yourself, we got you. On mamas. Straight up. It just seemed like that, nigga, you know. Sometimes I walk past one of my guys and I bump their shoulder. They look at me like, man, what you on, dog? I be laughing like, man, I'm on my mind somewhere. I'm really trying to see what they on. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to see how they gonna react. You feel me? 100. Because the whole time, I'm good. I'm on making sure that you have a blessed day. Straight up. I'm on getting back home to my family. That's what I'm on. What you on? Straight up. Have a blessed day. God bless. God bless. God bless. God bless. I'm telling y'all, without the Most High, but I don't even think I'll be sitting here and be able to talk to y'all the way my stomach been hurting and stuff. I'm just gonna be 100. Straight up. But hey, won't he do it? Like they always say. Won't he do it? Oh, mamas. Straight up. Peace to the gods, the goddess, kings, queens, whatever you call yourself. Straight up. Make sure y'all secure y'all seat. I'm going to see everybody that was in that 2025 Telegram. I'm going to see y'all in that workshop. Straight up. No bullshit. I want to see y'all there. This is it. Straight up. Get there. You don't know what blessings the Most High may have for y'all. All I can say is get there. Straight up. It's on the 30th. Get there. Peace and love, y'all. God bless y'all. Straight up. I want to see y'all win. I just want to see y'all win.
Yes, Lord.
Win. I hear you, big dog. Yes, Lord.
I'm almost back.
What's
Almost
good?
100.
Better get yourself together. Get yourself together. I can hold it down when I need to. You know,
Yes, Lord.
I can hold it down.
Without a doubt.
I'm used to it. Trying to hold down the fort. You feel me? Because sometimes I'll be like, hey, it's a fight going on over here. I just got punched in the stomach. No, come on. You have to bust a whole move. Yes, Lord. But yep, y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. Make sure y'all there, man. Don't let whatever it is let y'all miss this workshop. This is gonna be like one of our last ones.
Yeah, you was cooking on that employment. Ooh.
Yeah, I got irritated because I was dreaming, and then So shit popped in my head. I'm like, hold on. Are you serious? And then I was like, man. Then I was on a lie. Then I thought about some shit. Sit here. I was finna end it. And God's like, remember that dream? Yeah. And that's when I brought up the cotton, picking the cotton in the peach orchard, because I had to think about it. What else work was it for them to do back in the day other than pick fucking cotton and shit?
Right.
So
Before
they flip motherfucking script on us, the new generation, by saying, nigga, look at the slaves. This what they was doing, and we was hanging motherfuckers if they wasn't doing it. That's bullshit. That's all the work they had to do. You know, like it popped in my head, like, damn, motherfucker, like.
Yep. Before the Industrial Revolution, there wasn't no jobs like that.
Absolutely.
The Industrial Revolution created the plants, and that's why they started needing workforces, right? Like,
man, yeah, I was cooking on that one.
Yep.
Yeah, but because I got to see the truth. You see what I'm saying? I got to see the truth out of that lie. If that's all it was to do, how was great grandma and grandma and them able to eat food and shit if they mamas were slaves and shit? It don't make sense. And they healthy as hell. All them fat ass women from the South. Ain't nowhere in fucking hell. All my aunties big ass. You ain't telling me shit. That's how I know. Motherfuckers was starving and was slaves. We wouldn't even be able to produce. They wouldn't even been able to hold the babies. We gotta be smarter than the shit that they tell us, y'all. This shit just don't make sense to me. Not at all. And that's all I was saying. It just didn't make sense. Especially when you evaluate the shit.
That's why you got to teach it to children.
Yeah, I tell them the truth. Fuck what somebody else thinks the truth is. You know what the truth is because it all adds up. If the shit don't add up, then you know it ain't the truth because the numbers ain't gonna never lie.
Sure.
Not at all. Not at all. If you got a grandparent or somebody that's 100 years old, 95 years old, 91 years old, then just think how old their parent is, right? And it ain't even been that long, right? See, do the math on the events that they say transpired. And then you will see for yourself if the shit don't add up. But if you can give a nigga a donkey and tell him it's a horse and he believe it, then nigga, it's a motherfucking horse.
A horse.
So that's that. Now who's the ass? See what I'm saying? So peace and love. Until next time, y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all be safe.